Hot take, I used to think that cross-listing was like a reseller sin, that it was sketchy, it was dangerous, you can get into real big trouble if you did it. At one point, I even thought that people who had really bad items had to cross-list in order to hope they could sell something. It was so judgmental, right? But today is a new day. I'm a believer. And it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So let's talk about what I've learned being a cross-lister for 2 weeks now. Now, it hasn't quite been 2 weeks yet. It's actually been like a week and a half. But I am going to be reaching Posh Ambassador level 1 by the Saturday, which would put me at that 2-week mark, which I think is pretty good for just starting out on a new platform. I'm going to share some of the things, like the pros and cons that I've been learning while I pull some of my Poshmark orders now. I'm a posher. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I discovered as being a Poshmark seller for the first time is that Poshmark is so spammy. All I did was just log into Poshmark and I was already getting like hundreds of notifications of like, everyone's following you. And I'm like, this can't be real. Like these are bots, right? Then I go to list one item onto Poshmark and I get like all these messages being like, your account's about to be deactivated. Text me more pictures to this number. And I'm like, what the heck? Why is it so spammy over here? Just from that one day I listed the one item, I was ready to go ahead and just jump off that platform. So once I realized that in order to get any sales at all on Poshmark, I had to also join in on the spam. So I upgraded the cross-listing app I was using to do like the automation side as well. So it'll like automatically share and all do its stuff like 8,000 times a day. It's ridiculous. Why is Poshmark like this? But once I started doing that, I did start getting sales. So pay to win, I guess. Once I sold my first item, I compared the fees as to like what I would have paid if it sold on eBay. I promote at 8% on eBay and I pay like 11-12% for final value fees on eBay in general. So that's putting me at 20% fees. That's what Poshmark charges for orders that are like, I think over $15 or $20. So I'm paying the same price. I've checked the calculations with many of the items over and over, and I'm paying like the same stuff. Here, let's just do it with this one. I'll show you guys. All right, so for this item, I sold it for $15 on Poshmark, and they took $3 for their fee, giving me $12. So if I sold it on eBay for $15, because Poshmark doesn't, like, I don't do shipping stuff on Poshmark's side, I'm just going to leave it blank for the shipping charged and shipping cost on the eBay side as well. I'm just looking at pure item sold price. So $15, if I sold it on eBay for $15, I have a premium store and I'm top rated, and I would have sold it at an 8% promoted ad rate. For the item, eBay would be sending me $11.69, and on Poshmark, I got 12. So it's like I'm finding that I'm either making the same amount of money from that sale or a little bit more off of Poshmark, purely because I'm doing like 8% promoted rates. Obviously, if you don't promote or you promote cheaper, then you might make a little bit more money on the eBay side versus Poshmark. And for sure, if you're promoting way over 8% on eBay, then you would actually make more money on Poshmark, from my understanding. And I've sold like 15 items so far, or more than 15 items at this point. And I've been checking each one, and it's been the case for all of them. I'm going to flip you guys around this way so I can get the rest of my orders. All right, so the next hot take is I should have ended all my markdown sales on the eBay side before importing all the inventory over to Poshmark, because it took my markdown prices and put it on Poshmark. So some of the items that are like, I would originally have posted them for like $25, but they're marked down to like $12. They went up for $12 on Poshmark and sold. The thing is, like on Poshmark, what I love is that you just kind of set the price and let it sit there. I'm hoping that in the end, I can just sell more full price items. I'm still sending out offers on Poshmark, but there's a chance that more of these items will go full price on Poshmark versus eBay, because I am not doing a markdown sale on Poshmark currently, and I don't have a coupon over there either. I know you can run those things. I just haven't done that yet. I'm just seeing what it's all about. So if you're going to do cross-listing and you have like markdown sales going on, in the markdown sales first before you transport all the inventory over. Just learn from my mistake. Since I had all the features on the cross-listing app I'm using, I also played around with their AI tool. So it's pretty cool. You just upload your pictures to their AI builder and it will make a title and fill out all the information for you for that listing. So it's pretty quick, but I was pretty nitpicky with the titles it was giving me. Like the titles were fine. It's just not how I like to title my items. And by the time I was proofreading to make sure that all of the item specifics were correct and like accurate with like measurements, the brand, what category they were put in and all of that. And I also had to sometimes put in some condition notes. So by the time I was like manually typing things in and like proofreading, because I don't fully trust AI, it's not perfect. By the time I got done proofreading it all, like I could have done it much faster just selling similar off of my store. It's not super beneficial for me just because I can do a listing in under a minute and it be 100% accurate and to my liking, but it might actually be helpful for some people. So it's something to look into. And like speaking of that, I mean, it's not perfect. Like AI isn't going to be perfect at all. It's going to have its mistakes. And it's going to have a lot of confidence thinking that it's 100% true, but if you fact check it, sometimes it's really wrong. Even with cross-listing the items, they use AI to like pre-fill all the information out that Poshmark would need. Sometimes it's still got like the category wrong. Sometimes the size options weren't there like eBay would have. And then the condition notes, I use the condition notes on eBay for like flaws and measurement and differences, but Poshmark doesn't have that. They just have like their description. So there's just like some features that I wish were a little bit different, but for the most part it's pretty good. I would say so because I'm making sales on it already. 697. I haven't fully uploaded the entire store over to Poshmark yet. I just been chucking away at it, doing about like anywhere between 20 to 30 listings cross-listed every day. So I'm slowly building it up over there, but I'm averaging already about a sale or two a day. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near what I'm doing on eBay for sales, but it does give me my sales faster because it's just putting it out in front of new eyeballs, people who may never even be on eBay to begin with, and maybe they only shop Poshmark. So it's putting my items in front of them. And like I said, like the fees are essentially the same for me. If not, I'm making a tiny bit more on Poshmark. And overall, it's like pretty simple to use. It took me years to get to this point to be like trying cross-listing out. So far, so good. But there are a few things that I gotta like put warnings out there for people who are interested in trying cross-listing out as well. So I just got done shipping out my eBay orders and my Poshmark orders. So this is a day of sales on each platform. eBay was slower for that day. We usually do more than that per day. And Poshmark kind of popped off yesterday. But together, it's just another average day. So it's really nice. Like if we didn't sell on Poshmark, then we wouldn't have made those sales yesterday. If we weren't on Poshmark, then it would have been just a slow sales day, and all that would have eventually sold on eBay. But because we're on two platforms now, we're just getting our sales faster and it averages out and pulls through. This warning's going to be for any new reseller, just in general. Do not lose your items and don't double sell, because if you are losing your items and double selling and you're canceling on the platforms because you're not able to find your items or the items already sold, then that is the quickest way to jeopardize your account. So beware of that. That is a real danger whenever it comes to cross-listing. The cross-listing app I'm using, they say they have like a 15-minute... Baby woke up from its nap. Say hi. No, we're not eating the mic. The app I'm using, they do talk about how they have like an auto delist feature where after 15 minutes it should delist it off of eBay if it sells on Poshmark. But I'm finding it being kind of hit or miss. All right, this is what I mean. I just sold some pants on Poshmark. It's $12.57 right now. We're going to give them 15 minutes and see if they'll delist it. Because I've been timing them and it's not happening sometimes. So something to look out for. Because you don't want to double sell your items. Double selling is bad. So we're at that 15-minute mark. Let's just refresh and see if it's been delisted. And it has. It's so hit or miss. Because I'm not selling a ton of orders on Poshmark, it is a little bit easier to manage, making sure if it does sell, it delists off of eBay. So that is definitely a risk that is involved when cross-listing. We have to just trust the technology that it's doing its thing correctly. But if you don't want to trust technology, I'm always a big fan of doing things manually. So if it sells on Poshmark, I just quickly go over to eBay if I'm like available to do it, and I just unlist it off of eBay. That way I don't run into issues of double selling. My last and final warning for people who are testing it out: don't go in thinking that you're going to cross list and all of your dreams are going to come true and you're going to make a bunch of sales. It might happen, but it really still boils down to your items. So if you're putting up and cross-listing great items, they will sell on Poshmark. Probably not as much as it would on eBay, just because there's way more shoppers on eBay than there are Poshmark. But if your items are just slow and no one's looking for them, or like the title's bad, or they're priced too high, or the pictures are really bad, a lot going against your items, then it may still not sell over on Poshmark. I'm not necessarily getting extra sales per day. It's just my sales. I mean, I technically am getting extra sales per day, but my items would have sold on eBay eventually. I'm just getting those sales sooner, so my store turnover is going to be just a little bit faster, which is nice. Also, before you make the jump over to cross-listing, make sure that it is going to be like the value is there. So the cross-listing platform I use, I got the full thing. It's like $90 a month, but I'm working with tons of items and making sales, and it's definitely worth it for me. If you're only starting out with 5 items, then you don't need a cross-listing platform to do it. You could just manually upload it to the secondary platform that you want to be on, because you want to make sure that you're getting the sales in per month to justify the cost of the cross-listing platform. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but if you are into like AI and like the future of AI and reselling, then I really do like this program and just like all the features that they offer. It's like an all-in-one spot where you can cross-list, use AI, use automation for Poshmark and even eBay. They've got it all, and it's really easy. It's just like one dashboard to work off of. So the program I use is called Nifty. I personally signed up for their affiliate link just so I can get you guys a 15% off discount of your first month. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I do get a kickback. That's just how affiliate links work, but it's not sponsored. So I've been using this platform for a couple weeks now, and I've been really liking it. I figured I'd be getting questions anyway on what I use, and I figured I'll just go ahead and jump to it and let you guys know what it is and how to get it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!